There's a lake in the hills of Georgia that glitters like glass under the moon. Its surface looks peaceful, calm, still, eternal. But beneath that surface sleeps a town with streets, churches, bridges, and memories, all resting quietly under the water. Before it was a lake, it was a home. In the early 1950s, America was changing fast. The country was dreaming big new highways, power grids, and massive dams that could light up entire cities. And so, the government began building the Beaufort Dam, a giant project meant to control floods and generate hydroelectric power. But to build it, they needed land, a lot of land. And nestled in the valleys of northern Georgia were small farming towns, places like Oscarville, Gainesville, and Dawsonville, quiet, hard-working communities that had lived on that land for generations. Letters went out, officials came to the doors. Families were told they had to leave to sell their homes, their barns, their churches, everything they had built. Some took the government's offer and moved on, trying to start new lives elsewhere. But others stayed until the very end, watching with heavy hearts as their neighbors packed up and left, knowing the place they loved, the only home they'd ever known, would soon disappear forever. When the dam gates finally closed in 1956, the water began to fill the valley. It was a slow, deliberate flood. Day by day, the hills became islands. The familiar country roads turned into murky rivers. Rooftops, one by one, slowly sank beneath the rising surface until they were gone from sight. By the spring of the next year, the town, in its physical form, was gone. In its place, the lake remained beautiful, shimmering, and for those who knew its history, strangely haunted. Divers who have explored its depths say it's like stepping into another world. Under the murky water, they've found the ghostly remains of old roads, forgotten cemeteries with headstones still standing, and even the skeletal frames of church steeples reaching up towards a sun they can no longer feel. Faint outlines of houses still stand in the gloom, and sometimes, when the water is clear and still, you can see the shape of a sunken bridge or the corner of a forgotten foundation from the surface. Locals have long shared stories about the lake. They say that on quiet nights, if you listen closely, you can still hear the faint echo of church bells or see ghostly lights flickering deep beneath the waves. Many call it superstition, just old folk tales meant to spook visitors. But to those whose families lost their homes, it's not superstition, it's memory. Over the decades, Lake Lanier became one of the busiest and most popular lakes in the entire South. It draws millions of visitors each year. Boats cut across its surface, families laugh on its shores, people come to swim, fish, and build new homes by its waters. Few of them realize they're floating just a few dozen feet above a history that once had a heartbeat. They're sailing over what used to be someone's front porch, fishing above what was once a child's bedroom. But sometimes, nature remembers what people forget. During periods of severe drought, when the water level drops dramatically, the past resurfaces. The tops of old dead trees emerge from the water like skeletal fingers. The remnants of fences and old farm structures rise up again, breaking the surface. It's as if the lake itself is whispering a reminder. I still remember what lies beneath. It's strange, isn't it? How something can be lost and yet continue to exist in a different form. Maybe that's what memory really is, a town underwater, a life that sinks but never truly vanishes. The people who once lived in the valley of the Chattahoochee River, left behind more than just their houses and their land. They left behind their stories, their laughter, their songs, and their prayers. And somehow, the lake carries them ulin, the ripples on its surface, in the waves that lap the shore, in every shimmer of light under the sun. So the next time you look out across a vast, beautiful body of water, take a moment to remember what might be hidden beneath. Not ghosts, but stories. Not sorrow, but survival. Because even when a town disappears from the map, its spirit doesn't drown. It just learns how to float. Thank you for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more explorations into the hidden corners of our world. We'll see you next time.